Take me out to the ball game.
Oh, what a catch by Fromm at shortstop. On the ground, this is going to be a tough play for Gabrick. He gets it, throws to first, out at first. What a job defensively Alex Gabrick has done tonight.
Running throw, what a stretch at first base. Neil Prieto going into the full Olympic Olga Corbett. Jonathan Wilkie and the shortstop comes over. Bradley Sumner with a really nice play.
Gets away from Mayo. Throw, and he's got him. Ground ball back to the pitcher. McCoy looks back. Here comes the runner. Oh, do you believe that?
Off the fist, diving. Oh, yeah. Catalan comes up with it, and there are two down. There's the base hit into right field. Throw is coming to the plate. And he got it! Unbelievable!
Igata gets it to first. What a web jam! Kenny Gate has been incredible at second base. Ground ball third, smothered over there from his knees. We got ourselves a web jam. Wow! Dylan Palmer reinserted as the third baseman.
Perfectly timed. Shin-Ho Yang hauls it in. That ball is in the air to left center field. Oh, catch! So Taro Yoshida with maybe the biggest play of the game. There's a chopper. That is a fair ball. There's one. Gonna go for two. Oh, they got it! They turn the double play. 1, 2, 3. That is caught, and there's a double play. Nice play made by Connor Kickbush at second base.
That ball is driven to left field. Oh, what a catch in left field. The best catch we've seen so far. This one is driven to center field and caught at the wall. Home run robbing catch. Here he comes. He lays down a good bunt. They're going to go to third, and they're going to run down here with the pinch runner. Tag him out. Throw back to first. Double play! What a job by Mexico!
Asking for the new ball from Rich Potier, who is the home plate umpire for our opener here on day 3. He is from North Adams, Massachusetts, campus police sergeant.
1 ball, 1 strike.
37 years of umpiring. Almost as old as you are, John. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Sang will make the turn. Here's the throw by Brito. Runner's going to go back to third. Right fielder's the deepest, center fielder next. And got him on a strike on the outside corner. There's a big out.
That's huge for Lackley. Now the confidence is back after first ball he threw to Coe. He kind of dropped his head like he was a little dejected, but this is a pretty good pitch right here to get the strikeout.
So there's one of them. Now Chi-Ling Su, who had an 0 for 2 in the first game, and then they rely on a number of pitchers after that. And the 2-2 is a called strike. So Wu, the second strikeout victim, 2 down. So Chinese Taipei has come out with the guns a-blazing here in this one after being shut out in that first game 3-0. And that's going to be a base hit into right field. That will score 1. Brito's throw to the cutoff man, not in time to the plate, and a fingertip touch as he came by, and Yang will score, and that's going to be a 2 RBI base hit and a 7-0 lead.
Coe made up for his last at bat with the base loaded, striking out. It's a great piece of hit, line drive to right field, and I mentioned Yang's speed is first at bat on the foul ball. Catcher blocking the plate without the ball, though. It's Chinese Taipei hitters just waiting and delivering.
That one is in there for a strike. Sue is retired, and there are 2 down. Aruba, an absolutely beautiful country. Aruba North Little League represented here when they won the regionals, and this is the first time a team from Aruba has been here. It was a very big deal. Prime Minister came out to meet them. They had a big parade on their return home. It has been a struggle here. There you see the Prime Minister, Mike Eamon, with the Aruba Little League team. They have done the country proud, and now we'll try and get back into this game at least enough to keep it going.
Yeah, disappointing what has happened so far in Williamsport for the Aruba team. But how exciting can it be for 11, 12, 13-year-old kids that Prime Minister comes out and meets you at 1 in the morning. You're here in Williamsport playing for the Little League World Series title. It's still got to be a great time. Meeting kids from other countries.
You saw they were
in the Grove.
Yeah.
That's special.
3-1 in pool play. Now, if the kids that are in the Grove, which is where the youngsters stay here on the compound, the great place that has the great rooms, game rooms, swimming pool, dormitory-style housing for them. The kids from the other places in the United States and the world are smart. You're going to meet a kid from Aruba and get an invitation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Become your best friend.
Best friend.
Can I come visit?
Can I come visit next year?
And do I have to leave?
Yeah.
We've had those visitors.
Aruba's a nice place to have a friend. Now they want to score some runs. Here's Redondo. Pitch is in there for a strike.
To the plate before, I just said if he throws it, I'm swinging. But I know I didn't have much of a chance.
But that's an approach, right?
Well, it wasn't a good one.
Well, we're not talking about making distinctions. We're just all we've ever said in the game is you got to have an approach.
It was an unsuccessful approach. Let's put it that way.
And a called strike 3. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a base runner left on, and Aruba unable to get anything up on the board as this Chinese Taipei team with Yu Quan Wu on the mound, and the hitters hitting lead it 9-0. Second time up in the inning. Great knockdown, Redondo, and did not get him, and a run will score. Did not feel as though he had time to go to the bag, so Redondo tried to reach down and put the tag on, and the slide got underneath it.
A great play by Redondo, showing great range, playing in. Slow getting up. That's a bang play. Well, that's a tough one to call.
So it will be a single and an RBI.
You wonder if he did have enough time to get to the base.
Looked like he might have, but that's a tough choice. And the umpires are going to conference here. There's been no appeal made. They bring all 6 umpires together.
I don't even know if a replay is going to help him with this one.
No. There are 2 replays that managers can ask for. The umpires are saying no. Our ruling stands. No other umpires saw anything differently to overrule the original call. Now, if the manager wants to challenge, they can, and I think he is. And that will result in the use of the video replay. See whether or not they got the out at first base. He'll come over to the official score for the challenge.
Wishes to challenge the call at first base.
Challenge.
Yeah.
You see how the video replay is used. Force outs, tags, bases miss. Managers have unlimited successful challenges, but if the first 2 challenges are not successful, then they have no more challenges. What do you see in the replay?
Well, inconclusive. I mean, it's just one of those. The play is standing. He's going to be safe at first with an RBI.
Yep.
It just, we've seen the replay 3 or 4 times up here while the coach was out talking to the umpires, and we couldn't tell. the next game, whoever they play. I believe I'm playing him to right field.
These are new moves.
These are, yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like the same thing over and over again.
No.
There.
Look at that. Huh? Here's the 1-2 delivery. And on the 142nd pitch, thrown by the Aruba pitchers, the dancing man in left field, Bob Bergen, is on his way in. This is Little League Baseball. This is what it's all about. He's trailing 20-0, and he's dancing. I'm smiling, young man. I'm smiling.
Ariano throws a lot of breaking balls, and he bounces a few also.
There's a chopper. That is a fair ball. There's one. Gonna go for two. Oh, they got it. Oh, do you believe that? They turn the double play. 1, 2, 3. The bases were loaded for Venezuela in the 6th inning with nobody out. And all they needed was 1 run, and they get none.
And there may be a challenge here, but the important thing about this play is if he is safe, you can see Hernandez coming around third base. He did not stop. He would have scored easily.
Video replay probably is going to be called on this play at first. Was he safe? The video replay, in order to overrule the call on the field, has to be clear, concise, has to show there was a definite mistake in the out call.
That's a tough call. I don't know if that foot, it looked like his foot bounced, and it may have bounced on the dirt and was up before it got to the bag. Yeah, that may have been the difference there. This was a close play.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough there to overturn the out call. It did look like his foot bounced. But you're right, Nomar. It's going to be interesting if they say, okay, he was safe. What do you do with Hernandez? I mean, do you give the run to Venezuela?
They called him out. They definitely said he's out.
Now the umpires have had their meeting. Now we'll do the challenge.
Right.
We have not had the video review. Obviously, it's going to be asked for right now.
If they overturn this, they would have to put Hernandez back at third base.
They would like to challenge the call
I
at
don't know
first
how you
base.
can say a guy would score from second base on a grounder back to the pitcher.
Right.
Okay.
He would have scored easily. Wow.
Scored.
So this is the process. First, the umpires conference. None of the umpires on the field thought the call was wrong. So now the video replay is requested. This is the first challenge of the 2 that each manager has that we've had in the game. And the review will be, was the call at first base correct? Was he out? And again, what matters here really is the standard. It has to be clear that the call on the field was wrong. I don't think you can say that.
That is such a tough call. I understand his foot hits the ground before the ball gets there, but he hits the ground before he gets to the bag.
Yeah, and you don't know if his foot skidded and hit the base and then bounced over.
Right.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Like you said, we've watched it, 3 or 4 times. I don't know how you can say it's concise.
But that makes it easy. Right. It isn't.
Then it's an out.
Then it's an out. The field, the ruling on the field stays if that's what they end up seeing. There is a video replay official who makes the call and will tell the umpires. Here's the call.
We got it out.
It stands. How about that? In a game where we've seen great pitching and defense, we're going to go into extra innings because of a tremendous double play turned in the bottom half of the 6th inning that went 1, 2, 3. These youngsters putting on a great show here in this game, and a right to react like this and like this. It remains 1-1. 7th inning coming up.
Those games on Saturday. Now who will play? This Mexican team yesterday in trouble. Watch this inning double play. Mariano, the pitcher, starts it. And Venezuela also had a defensive gem. Watch Conaropo in right field unload. He's the pitcher for the Venezuelans today. And then watch Navas, the catcher, get the cutoff man out of the way. Make a swipe tag, and he's got him. What a great throw by the young man who's on the mound for Venezuela. And then in the 9th inning, for the second time, Bruno Ruiz wins one for the Mexican team, and they make their way to the International Championship game. We should be so lucky today.
And they have a .29 ERA. They've given up 1 earned run in 21 innings.
Iwamoto steps in. Strike call, throw through. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
And the pitchers on their side are trained not to cut that ball off. They're trained to look like it's going at the pitcher, but they just kind of duck or get out of the way, and they let it go through. Watch this. See, he looked like he could have caught it, but he just takes.
Knockout game in the international side. On the outside corner. Conaropo ready. Strike called, and they'll do it.
Not automatically. I would definitely try and throw a ball, usually inner half of the plate and up.
Still only 1 out. And Iwamoto. Oh, no, he didn't. Now remember, he's the number 4 hitter for Japan, comes in. I hope you were with us yesterday. 2 dandies. 9th inning. Bruno Ruiz. And Mexico beats Venezuela 2-1 in 9. Last night, Billings, Montana. Ben Askelson. A walk-off in the 7th inning. And Montana here for the first time makes it all the way unbeaten to the United States Championship. And now, as you take a look, California, a tough loser last night, come back in a knockout game with the winner of tonight's game. How the cameras holding up here?
Well, in the history of Little League World Series, we put some cameras up close to these little guys, and we get them in some dangerous positions. You see right here, oh, the lens didn't break, but we have had a couple lenses break here. We've had 2 lenses break. The culprits have been Cameron Fees and Eric Petrie, both on one team and from South Dakota. That kind of reminds me of the Wild Wild West. You got anything on that, Mateo? I'll tell you what, you need to protect us.
So I heard there's some gunslingers killing some cameras out here. Well, there's a new sheriff in town.
Yes, he did.
Go too far. Yes, he did. That'll do it. Staying right in the thick of things. Deep. Back to center field and moving over. Shida makes the play. The throw to third. Got him. Double play. And giving you just another taste of fundamental baseball on the part of this Japanese team. Probably wasn't a reason in the world why to send that runner, but he expected to get in, and oh, you're not so sure about the call, are you?
No, I think we might look for a video replay, but we'll see. You'll get 2 unsuccessful video replays before the end of the 6th inning. And right here, Venezuela has 2 in their pocket. They might decide to go for it, and he's clearly safe to me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The first step is usually asking for the group of umpires to come in and see if anybody saw it differently, and then they can go to the video replay if they don't like that conclusion.
Yeah, exactly. This one's going to be turned over. They did it today for the first time here in an effort to bring them some good luck. And they had more than their share here today with that great effort.
And they respond to that experience.
Got the call. And that'll do it, but not before Japan puts 2 more runs on the board, and they lead it 8-0. Well, it's been a home run derby for this fine Little League team from Japan, the defending champion. Suzuki with a pair, and Takakura was one of them. There was Suzuki's second one, and he got all of that going the opposite way.
Championship game between the U.S. and the international champion.
And Venezuela did not get a break there. The call goes against them. For the first out on the inside corner, the umpire ruled.
It's a lot of flexibility and a very accurate arm. Thrown from the third base side, hitting the corner on the first base side, crossing the front edge of the plate.
Konaropa steps in. He was the starting pitcher for Venezuela. Omar Konaropa, what a lift it gave the morale of Japan, which has had that horrendous after effects of that tsunami. And Venezuela's on the board. A 2-run single, throw to the plate. He's got to touch the plate. And he does, and there's the 3rd run that comes in. And all 3, and we've got an injured Venezuelan player down.
Let's take a look here. And, the ball hits him on the bicep of his right arm. And then he reaches back for home, and then Yanni Hernandez comes in right behind him. If all of a sudden it's the tying run at home plate or even the tying run on deck.
Yeah, we want to go back to that play in which Venezuela scored 3 runs in this game. Hernandez's move was pretty remarkable. He closed in on the 3rd run, and the teammates were telling their fallen comrade, you've still got to touch home plate. And he just beat Hernandez with the touch on the plate. And so now, instead of being down 8, they're down 3 runs. As Yanni Hernandez, one of the brilliant young players in this Little League World Series, came dashing home. I mean, he's a gamer, that youngster.
Yeah, he's very, very fast. He had a routine single to center field that he actually made into a double just on a ground ball up the middle that he just didn't stop at first. And he has aggressively found his way around the base pass this whole Little League World Series.
Maybe you now, change your signs. Clarification. With the Japanese manager and the umpire. 3 balls and no strikes. Venezuela with a runner on at second base and 2 out.
Navarre is a left-handed power hitter, gets his foot down early, stays behind the ball, and drives this a long way. 225 to the wall. They are so small and so cute and are out there executing and have the courage and are brave enough to just go after the guys that are bigger than them, but we're playing baseball.
Not too far, and that's going to be a strike that'll do it, but not before Venezuela climbs right back in it. It is now a 3-run game. Now, wait a minute. I think there's a discussion about whether or not it was a foul ball.
Okay.
So that's why they're going to ask the rest of the crew here. And this is reviewable. So along with you, we can take a look at this and see what you think.
I didn't see the spin change on the ball. We could see it again.
Because the bat is coming right.
Yeah. When you can't see the actual bat hit the ball, sometimes you watch the seams and see if you'll listen to hear it.
I just heard a mitt.
I think it's the dirt, the ball hitting the dirt prior to the mitt, and then the mitt, the thud of the mitt.
Yep. Ken Igeta, the fine second baseman for Japan, is now the hitter, and did he go too far?
Reading ball or strike and then starting a swing. That could have been a strike.
Hernandez wanted it too. You could tell by his reaction. Took his hat off, still holding it, shaking his head a little bit.
Well, he's very competitive out there, and he knew that was a big-time battle between the two of the best players here at the Little League World Series. And if anything, it was probably called a little high. And
Ball, no, he didn't. John, did he go?
What Venezuela has played in 2 marathons over the last 2 games.
The championship Sunday afternoon. And got that outside corner. One thing about the plate umpire, he has been consistent about that outside corner. Both corners, as a matter of fact, all game long.
These little guys with this many people and making that much noise.
1 and 2. That one just a little bit too far outside, and it goes to 2 and 2. And one thing Yanni has to do is just control your emotions a little bit and just go on to the next pitch.
And he'll learn in the future that walking around and being discussed with the umpire is not going to befriend you to get any good calls in crucial situations.
Did he go too far? No.
Come back and win this game? No. I'm just going to work on Navarro's hand. His thumb is getting beat up back there.
Well, this, entire Little League World Series, we've had unbelievable attendance. Lines it down the left field line. And hold up, I believe it was a foul ball, wasn't it? Yes. I didn't see the umpire call it, so I stayed with the ball. But there was no question that was a foul ball down there. I thought.
Well,
let's take another look at this.
It's the umpire's call at third base, but it is definitely foul.
Fouled away. Thrown with a lot of foul balls. Line drive, just foul. Japan has fouled off 14 pitches. There's another one. Most foul balls I've seen here. It's got to be the world record in foul balls.
Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Japan returns to the International Championship game, where they will meet Mexico.
team from Pennsylvania. The bat on the ball, baby. These are memories you have for the rest of your life, win or lose.
Wow, this is Little League baseball at its best.
California says hello to Japan.
It's 2-0. Scoreboard is not right.
Game over. California wins it. Prado's walk-off single. And Huntington beats California. Captures the Little League World Series championship.